No blacks, no Jews, no gays. Return to the land, and it is a town open to white people only. They are millennials and Gen Z, and this is a new update of age-old prejudice.
Control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture.
But what this sounds like is bringing back segregation. Is that a fair assessment?
It's free association. So we're not trying to keep other people down.
But they are being kept out.
You don't let everyone into your home.
You want to live by yourself and you want to protect your own community, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. It's when you want to do that when it's on other people's land, during when other ethnicities want to do that, eat Black Wall Street, or still go into their place and police it, higher incarceration rate, put things into their community, such as drugs, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be a part of that community, but I still want to know what they're doing. Preserve your race. Well, maybe the blacks want to preserve their race. And if you're really about, hey, we want to do our own thing, well, give them all their land back. That goes for Indigenous, that goes for African nation, that goes for all these nations. Give them their land back, give them all the interest back, and give them all the resources you've taken and you benefit to make your country. If you're really about, hey, we just want to be about ourselves and do our own thing, prove it. Because at the moment, you're just talk.
And they're preparing food for the weekly community dinner. The theme tonight, colonial.
I don't know, dinner's really important. I like feeding people, so I didn't want to put this off any longer than I already had.
Okay, pause. I don't see onion, garlic, pepper, any sort of spice. Maybe there's some salt, but at least you'd think that you'd use some onion or garlic or something. That looks plain. That doesn't look like it has any seasoning whatsoever.
Back in the day, when we first got the land here, there were only about 5 guys. I was living 40 minutes from here, and Jennifer was the first, family to be on the road full time. So we started community dinners back then, and it would be pretty relaxed because there weren't many people. But it is nice. It's slowly growing. So.
Oh, let them build a white-only community in Arkansas. They'll find out. They'll find out how bored they are. I mean, without Mexican, Indigenous, Black, Asian influences, what are they even doing? Just eating mayonnaise and listening to country music, I guess? I'd be really worried about the kids in that community, though, right? They're going to become the entertainment in an evil sort of way, but other than that, just let them have their experiment. They'll find out.
We have some news right now. A whites-only community in Arkansas is growing, and the founders of the community now believe they could beat any legal challenge. Why? Because of the current political climate and the administration in office. According to the New York Times, there is now a whites-only community in the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas, about an hour away from any close city. The applicants to this community are screened with an in-person interview, a criminal background check, and a questionnaire about their ancestral heritage, and sometimes even ask for photographs of their relatives. The community is called Return to the Land. One of the founders was arrested in Ecuador for stabbing a minor and is accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from a vegan community in that country. And now they believe that this white-only community meets the requirements for a legal exemption for private associations and religious groups that offer housing to their members. And this community now is only growing because they think they can get away with it. Now, housing experts say this community is completely illegal, violates a number of civil rights and Fair Housing Act codes, but they're not backing down. Spread the word so more people know. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack shortly, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along for more.
Welcome everybody to the second meeting of our newly established Embradia, a whites-only town. Today I would like to discuss what laws we would like to see put in place. Do I have any ideas? Yes. No seasoning on chicken. Absolutely no seasoning on chicken. I always say when it comes to chicken, the more white, the more right. In fact, if you boil your chicken, you can get it even whiter. So I would strongly recommend that. Do we have any other ideas? Yes. No vaccines. Well, that's a gimme, Bill, you fucking idiot. If it can't be healed with ivermectin, then we will just die. We can make polio great again. Do I have any other ideas? Yes, we need a flag. I couldn't agree more. And in fact, I've been keeping something secret from y'all, something I've been working real hard on. I hope you like it as much as I do. This is my suggestion for the new Embradia flag. You see, here we have the United States flag. We have a jar of mayo. What could represent us better? That's right, Linda, potato salad with raisins, the only way to eat a potato salad. Thank you all so much. All in favor of making this the new Embradia flag? Excellent, this shall be our new flag. Thank you all so much. I'm getting tired and I need a smoke, so we're going to go ahead and adjourn this meeting. Next time, I want you to think about what kind of establishments you would like to see in Embradia. Thank y'all so much.
Picture this, a town in Arkansas that wanted to be white only. They pushed black people out. They thought they didn't need anyone else, and they believed they could stand strong on their own. Fast forward to today, that same town is collapsing. Businesses closed, jobs gone, and now they are begging for help. Why? Because they can't survive without black people. This is FAFO season, and it's a lesson everybody needs to hear.
You're absolutely right. Whites-only towns back in the day were what we called sundown towns. So a sundown town were towns where black people knew not to be caught after dark. Not because we didn't want to be there, but because it wasn't safe. That wasn't a suggestion. That was a survival rule. So now here we are in 2025, and y'all think y'all invented something new with an all-white town in Arkansas? No, baby, this is a remix. And the wild part, honestly, for me, the system is set up to benefit whites in America, yet they still felt like they needed a whites-only town to be able to feel like they're prospering. Think about it. How mediocre do you have to be when the whole deck is stacked in your favor and you still like, nope, we still got to create an environment that we can win? That tells me you know you can't compete in the real world, even when you know the rules are written to help you. And y'all call it a safe space, but let's be honest, a safe space for who? Because black people in America, we never had the luxury of creating a safe space in which we could keep it to ourselves without white America coming in and totally destroying it. Meanwhile, you're out here begging for media coverage to show off your gated bubble. So yeah, sundown towns have always existed and we know their history. The difference now is we're not scared. We're not running and we're not going to lose no sleep over it. If that's the space you need to feel relevant, go ahead. Because here's the truth. Black people don't care about being in your little sundown sequel. We care about making sure our communities get what they deserve. And that's something no sundown town can stop.
Ever notice that when black people build an all-black neighborhood, it's called empowerment? But when white people build an all-white neighborhood, all of a sudden they're the triple K. You want to move away from white people because it's healing.
Yeah, I noticed that too. You know, it's funny you say that because it's true. White people had an all-white community. Yep, sure did. They didn't want black folks there. They went above and beyond to let black folks know they weren't wanted. Seriously, so much that they would patrol said community in white sheets. Patrolling said community at night, finding black folks just moseying, minding their business so they can create tree ornaments. They went as far as to create signs reminding black folks in said communities and surrounding areas that the sun bet not land on their ass. These later became known as sundown towns. So yes, all white communities have been rooted in bigotry and racism and hatred towards everything that isn't white. It's actually in the history books. This is why when that song Small Town came out, it was a problem because small towns have been synonymous with exactly what you're talking about. So black folks got the picture. They understood the assignment. They moved away, created their own community, thriving communities too. And it wouldn't be long till white folks come to infiltrate by way of booze, narcotics, lying white women, saying black men raped them so mobs of white folks can come and burn down said community? Rosewood, that's in the history books. or black folks move away, create their own community, a bustling economy. The black dollar never left said community, and they left people alone, creating generational wealth. And then one day they look in the sky and planes are firebombing critical infrastructures, burning down the whole community. Black folks lost everything. So under the banner of empowerment, we still wasn't able to be accepted because of white people. So while you're sitting up here spinning this narrative, understand what you're saying is true. And this isn't an opinion. This is annotated in American history. Our history. History you refuse to see because it's embarrassing. But that's just how the cookie crumble. I say get a pint of ice cream, mix it in there. It tastes better. Take it easy.
Let's be real. This is not new. There have always been towns across the South that tried to keep black people out. They called themselves Sundown towns. If you were black, you were taught to leave before dark. These towns believed they were stronger by staying all white. But that belief was built on hate, not reality. Arkansas has had its share of these towns, and this one is now paying the price. They thought they could survive alone, but when you shut out people, you also shut out progress.
So I just found out that white people are making their own town, and in Arkansas at that. And then somebody made a video saying that black people are mad, but honey, we are not mad. We don't care. And it's in Arkansas. I never thought about going to Arkansas. No tea, no shade for the people that lives in Arkansas, but never thought about living there or visiting. And why y'all trying to make your own town when y'all have sundown towns already, where y'all don't even want black people to go, and y'all murder them when it get dark? Like, make it make sense. And how much you want to bet if black people was to do that again, we have our own town, we make our own money, banks, stores thriving as they did back in the day, and y'all were mad, so y'all burned it down, literally? Y'all would be even more mad today if we did that. Let's keep it a bean and let's keep it a buck. Y'all would. But I wouldn't mind all the racist people to leave, because bye. Like, we supposed to be mad. We're not mad. Go.
So I caught wind of the whites only town going up in Missouri. You can click on the Stitch video to see what exactly it is, okay? So there's this other whites only town, okay? Okay, this isn't going to be the first, and it's probably not going to be last. I approve, actually. I approve, because that'll give every single person who does not want to be around anyone who is non-white a place to go, okay? Since they don't want to travel back to Europe, it'll give them a place to go and stay. If I can offer some suggestions, I would like them to actually build a wall around themselves. Okay, that's what I would actually... I honestly would. Just to be clear, I think they should build a huge wall around themselves and just stay there. And this will actually take the pressure off of Black America. It'll actually take the pressure off of the indigenous. It'll take the pressure off for us to build our own communities then, because you will already have had, because they plan on expanding this to 50 different states. So that way we'll have everything out here and you can have everything within your walls. Okay? I love the idea. I think it's perfect. All right? I think this is one of the best ideas I've ever heard, actually. Like before, okay, so there were sundown towns before, okay? And there's still sundown towns. But I just feel like, no, just build the wall around yourself. Just build the wall. Disconnect. Like, take the highway and cut that joker. Like, don't let there be a way in or out. You know, have a certain amount of land. Get the land that you want, okay? Get the land that you want and just never come outside. Make sure you have everything you need in there, okay? Everything, and stay there, all right? Take your little minions with you, okay? Now, for all the white folks who regular, who think like regular common human beings, they can stay out here with us because they think y'all cuckoo too, okay? So I think that this is a great plan. I think it's a great idea. There should be passes. If they want to come out into, because they're taking their European ancestry and everything to make sure they don't have any other thing inside their lineage, right? So I think that in order for them to come outside into our world, okay, then they need to have a certain pass, and they need to be back inside their little, I don't know, their little community after a certain time. Okay, I just really think that, you know what I'm saying? Because what are you doing? Like, you need to have a pass because you decided you wanted to go. You have a pass to come. I mean, because all of our hospitals out here, everybody can come to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So there's no reason for you to have to come out here to our post office with our black mail and our Latino mail. Okay? With our stamps with black folks on them and stuff like that. You don't want to see that kind of stuff. So you use your own post office, and you have your own carriers and everything else, and your own airlines, because the airlines out here, okay, they carry everybody, okay? So I don't know what type of thing that the airline is going to do, but they need to have some type of fee, a whites only fee that they have to pay to sit in a whites only area. That'll make the airlines a lot of money. So listen up for everybody. If they have to come outside of the walls for business, there should be a fee. You think up your own fee so that they can have their whites only section. That's an expensive section. That will bring money into the economy. That's their own section right there. Shoot, look, I'll open up a business. I'll be right outside of town just so I can get that money. Okay, come on out. You need something? Okay, go sit in the whites only section, and that's an extra $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and benefit off of it. Don't get mad, get glad. Don't get mad, get glad, baby. Capitalize on it, because you know those type of people special, and they want special freaking treatment. So give them the special freaking treatment they need, because they rich now.
And Section 8 housing, it's all over the news. And
I applaud it.
Here is what's happening now. Businesses are closing one by one. Young people are moving away because there are no jobs. Property values are going down. Even the schools are struggling. Why? Because the town pushed away the very people who made the economy work. Black workers, business owners, and families brought energy, money, and culture. But when the town said, "We don't want you here," they also said goodbye to growth. And without growth, the town is dying. Let's talk facts. Black people have always been central to America's success, from farming in the South to building businesses to shaping music and culture. Black America has always carried weight. So when this town tried to erase that, they erased their own future. Now, the same people who once said, "We don't need you," are the ones begging for help. That's the definition of FAFO. Play around with hate, and you will find out the hard way that you just can't win without the very people you rejected. What's happening now is sad but also ironic. These leaders are begging for workers, begging for families, begging for new businesses to move in. But who wants to move into a place that once proudly said, We don't want you? No one. Respect matters. Community matters. You can't treat people like trash and then expect them to come back and save you when you are drowning. People remember. I'm telling you, people remember. Black folks remember. And this town is learning the hard way that disrespect has consequences. This story is bigger than one town in Arkansas. It's a mirror for America. Because when a community tries to push out diversity, when it closes the door on people, it doesn't just hurt those people, it hurts itself. Diversity is not weakness, it's strength. Black people are not a burden, they are the backbone. When towns embrace that, they thrive. When they reject it, they collapse. That's the truth we are seeing right here. This is what FAFO season is all about. You thought you could keep black people out? Now you are finding out you can't make it without them. The businesses that would have been there, the workers that would have supported you, the culture that makes a town alive are gone. And now you are left with empty streets and broken dreams. That's what happens when hate runs your plan. Yeah, that's what really happens. So here is the bottom line. You can't erase people and expect to succeed. This Arkansas town tried it and now it's falling apart. The question is, should black people go back and help, or should they let this town deal with the mess it created? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more reaction commentary, because in FAFO season, the lessons keep coming and this one is loud and clear. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the love and support. I really appreciate you guys and I love you so much. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.